Hey, my wealth warriors. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to get into these bill folds today. 4 folds. Really kind of 5, but one is a flip of another flip. Or flip of another. Whatever. Anywho, you'll see what I'm talking about, y'all. So, yeah, I got some bills ready. Those are 6-inch skewers. So, hopefully, y'all got my list. It's the cloudy tape, 6-inch skewers. The money you get off of Amazon. I believe I might have left a link. If not, I'm going to leave a link here. And you can go ahead and get you some more money later on. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the classic fold for this first bill. And I'm showing you where to mark or give yourself a guide. So if you fold it end to end, the very bottom, I mean a tiny, tiny little pinch right there. It'll be in the center at the very bottom. See it? That's going to be your guide where you place your bamboo skewer. So there's no guessing. And it's not all wonky and off to the side somewhere it's not supposed to be. And so you want to give yourself about an inch of the skewer onto the paper or onto the bill. So 1 inch from the top, a little piece of tape right there. Secure it really good. And then we're going to flip it over and give it another little piece of tape on the back. This is going to make sure she's not going to move anywhere. And then flip it over. But I want to show you a little piece of tape hanging over the side. That's a little security blanket, so to speak. It just helps secure the bill some more to the stick. So just fold it up. And literally that's taping onto the bill. Boom. Nice and secure, not going anywhere. Yeah, let's do it again. So again, that is a 6-inch bamboo skewer. Fold it in half, end to end, little tiny pinch. Gives you your guide to where you're going to place that bamboo skewer. Give yourself an inch from the top of the skewer. It's a sufficient enough length to tape and hold your bill on. 1 piece of tape on the front, flip it over. 1 piece of tape on the back, and let it be just a little bit over the edge. Hang over the edge a little bit, like that. Turn it around, and then just fold those 2 pieces of tape up and over, and it'll attach to the bill. So now you've got a secure bill. Not going to go anywhere. Let's do one more. Make sure everybody's got what I'm doing. So here again, you just go ahead and fold it in half. Pinch the bottom of your bill, just a little tiny pinch. There you go. There's your guide right there. And now you take your bamboo skewer, lay it on the guide. Give yourself about an inch from the top of the skewer. Give it a piece of tape. Secure it. Flip it over. 1 more piece of tape. With that last piece of tape on the back, you want it to hang over just a bit from the bottom. And that way you'll have some to fold over towards the front. And there you go. Okay, so let's get into the fold. It's easy. Takes 2 hands though, but it's easy. So you're going to take your 2 bottom ends of your bill that are secured by a bamboo stick, and you're going to pull them both up towards the middle. So you got your bill laying down, grab your 2 ends, pull them up together, and then just pull them in. So it gives you that little effect right there. Close the 2 pieces together, or grab them together. Oops, a little slippage there. Let's turn it around. It's probably easier though for me to show you that way. So I'm pulling the 2 bottom ends up from the bottom to the top of the bill. Do not, please do not take your bill and fold it. I see a lot of people do that. It takes away from the aesthetics of your bouquet. It's supposed to be fluffy, not flat. So you take your 2 bottoms, you bring it together in the middle, grab it with either hand. So I just want to show you there's two middles from the bottom in the middle now. Grab it with either hand in the middle. If I can get it to not slip. Okay, so I got those together, right? Now you see the bottom? I don't want the bottom to be open like that. That opening is way too big. So with me grabbing the inside of the two bills, okay, you want to get your fingers down towards the bottom of that cones, of the two cones, and grasp. Now, just slightly pull. Oops. Slightly pull up, and it'll close that bottom hole. And now you're adjusting in the middle too. And that's the size of the hole you want to be at the bottom. Make sure the middle's nice and done, even. Two little pieces. Again, it's open too much. Just give it a little bit of a pull. You pull the stick down, and you pull your other hand that's holding the bills up. One little piece will take care of keeping that closed. If you feel like you're insecure, ladies, about it coming open, you can put one piece on the inside where the two pieces came together. But I guarantee you that one little piece, that's enough. And besides, the person that's going to take all the tape off don't want to have to take us too much tape if we can help it. So again, the fold, pull it together, piece of tape. And do another one. It's easier when I'm not talking and trying to explain. You can get through these real fast. I think I could fold, if I think I timed myself one time, I folded 30 bills in less than 5 minutes. It's not hard. It's not hard, y'all. And they were neat too. So there you go. And so now we're gonna get into the placement of this. I think you've seen the classic style. So for my beginners, which is including me, but I just choose it a little bit different. You're gonna use 5 bills for the beginning, or for your centerpiece. It's always considered your centerpiece. It's always 5 bills with the classic fold, okay? So to get your 5 bills together, your 5 petals together, you want it to look just like that, okay? You're gonna tape it to keep it together. What you do not want to do is squeeze it, which is gonna make you think. People do that, and I've seen it. So don't do that, ladies and gents. Give it a nice little snug. Get all the sticks together, hopefully not crossing over, and that's what you're gonna have right there. That's what you want to look like. And then you're gonna tape it off to keep the bills together. Use your shiny tape. Sticks well on the bouquet sticks, on the bamboo sticks. And give it a piece of tape around the base of the bills. About 1 inch down. Get your sticks all straightened out, and then put one towards the bottom of the sticks. Don't put it at the very bottom, because you're going to be using that part to be sticking inside your foam, and it just makes it a little more difficult, I just found. But I guess it all depends on who you are. And so then you want to take that middle piece, which is called your centerpiece, and find the center of your foam and place it directly down in the middle. You don't push it all the way down, but you do want to give it a good firm enough push, so that way that amount of bills is not going to shake out. So you want to tip it over after you put it in, shake it a few times. If it doesn't come out, you did good. So I'm taking this apart because I don't particularly use this method to place a centerpiece. I like to have my centerpiece open most of the time, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I place mine loosely, and I avoid the stick in or all sticks in one hole for the centerpiece, which would have been what we just did. We put all those sticks in one hole, but it's one single stick, literally one big stick if you look at it that way. With this, it's a little bit different. So what I do is I find my center and I move it off center a little bit, because of the way I'm getting ready to place my bills. If I put that directly in the middle with this particular fold, everything else is going to be off center. So what I want to do now, my next bill, I want the petals to just touch. I don't want the sticks to touch. I want the petals to touch. So you see how those are just touching, just kissing each other, light kisses. I don't want to do that. I don't want to stick another stick in that same hole. That will make for a structure of your foam to get very weak, ladies and gents. So please don't do that. It's not necessary. So I'm going to take my next stick, my next petal. It's touching and I'm going directly straight down. I'm not leaning. I'm not pushing it in the next hole. I'm doing a little adjustment here because it was leaning out a little funky. And it's just touching at the top. That's all I want to do. Petals touch at the top. So the next one, just touch right there. And then I'm going to go straight down. I'm not going to slant my bamboo skewer for this particular one. See, there's a lot of space in between theirs. And so they'll get filled in. Eventually, you know, the other bamboo skewers will kind of slide up in there a little bit. Or if you have some more fluff or more flowers you want to put in. So again, I'm touching and I'm going straight down. And there's room for the last one, number 5. And I just push it in and straight down. Slide her into place and push straight down. There you go. Perfectly round. With the center, now I can put in a few roses, a few flowers, baby's breath, put a teddy bear, centerpiece, something that you want to secure down in the middle with by using the styrofoam. So now we're going to add 5 more bills. So with this particular fold, it's 5 bills for every row that you add on. Yeah, so it's 5 added on to each row, subsequent row thereafter. So the first row or the centerpiece is 5. The next row around that will be 10. The row after that will be 15, and so on and so forth. So it depends on how big you're making it. So you see right here, we get ready to place our next bill for our second row of 10. Snuggle it right in there. Now we're not going to go straight up and down with that. This is where we're going to start slanting our skewers just a little bit to fit snug right up under the slant of the petal it's going in, or the 2 petals in between that's going to go into. So it's a little slant, not a hard slant. It's not in another hole. It's not occupying another hole. It's occupying its own space on the foam. Slanted just a little bit to place it. And I'll do that with the rest of them. And then I slightly push it down just a tad bit more than the first row. We don't want a flat surface of our bouquet going out. We want it to kind of start doming over. That's how you get that dome effect. So we're going to take this bill and push it down just a tiny, tiny bit. I mean, is it not even 1/4 of an inch, maybe? I'm not quite sure how much it is, but you can see there's a difference. It's not level with the first 5 bills in the middle. It's slightly pushed down a little further into the foam. So that's what you're going to do all the way around with all the next set of petals. So we're going to come in behind the next petal, not between, but behind it. You see it would go in straight up and down. Now we're going to give it a slight slant. It's going to occupy its own hole in the foam. It's not in another hole, though it looks like it is, but once I turn it, you can tell it's not. And it's slightly down further than the first middle pieces. And you're going to do that all the way around. And if you did a third row, like I said, you'd add 5 more on, so you have 15 pieces, and then you'd push it down a little bit further. So she's all done, and I'm just showing you, there's plenty of space. I could fit another 50 bills on there. I can. So she's all done. Right now I'm going to start adjusting. So please, again, when you go through your bouquets, once you furnish the first row, your centerpiece, it should be already nice and round for you. You're starting to place the next 10 or next row of bills. Always, always, always go back and check your bills. Adjust, fix, do whatever it is that you need to do before you place the next set of bills. Because I'm telling you right now, as a beginner, I've done it. Looking at it, got it all done, nice and pretty, and Lord have mercy, there's gaps. There's gaps, something was wonky, and guess where's that? Somewhere I can't put my hand in to get to it. So please just make sure after every row you're checking and adjusting your bills to make sure they're placed exactly how you want them and get that perfect round shape. And that's that one. That's classic fold. Fold number 2. You're gonna like this one. It's easy. It's cute. Very easy. Very beginner friendly. We're gonna go ahead and start making our pinch at the bottom. This is going to be the Lotus. We're gonna do the Lotus fold this time. So we got our guide to place our skewers. Sorry, I was a little bit out of view, but here again, I'm showing you the guide where I pinched it. It's right under his nose or off to the side of his nose in the middle. That's where I'm gonna place my bamboo skewer. Little piece of tape. Same back, just like I did the classic. Most of my bills, if not all my bills, get a piece of tape just like that. Some kind of way to secure the front a little bit. There you go. Okay. This is our Lotus fold. It's probably the easiest fold there is. Literally, we were taking the bottom 2 pieces and bringing them up and folding over back to back. That's it. You can make it as big as you want to. You can make it as small as you want to. But as long as you have those 2 little peaks, that's going to be considered a Lotus fold. And I'm showing you again. Look at that. So easy. This is the fastest fold. You probably knock these out a good 20 or 30 of these in less than 5. Of course, after you've got the skewers on, but just the folding part, you can probably knock them out in less than 5. But yeah, so you can do it all kind of sizes on this. Right now I'm making a really big one. So say for instance you have to give somebody a bouquet. Don't have a lot of dollars. You could still get a bouquet with this and just make them bigger lotus flowers, petals. Doll it up with some, faux flowers. You'll never know. They'll never know. So here we go again. Doing this one a little closer. As you can see, the peaks are a lot closer. And that's if you had a tight squeeze. I'm going to try to get that in there. Give it the same effect, but just a little tight squeeze. So yeah, just knock out the rest of these. I didn't do these off camera. Yeah, no, I didn't do these off camera. They're so easy to fold, so I just kept them in real time. I'll go ahead and let you watch me fold the rest of these and knock them out the box. wasn't so bad. Real fast, quick, and easy. So let's get into placement with this here petal. These tubes are pretty big, so I'm wondering, let's see. I don't think 5 will do. I'm gonna try it. 4 is looking good. Here comes the 5th one. Not a lot of room. So yeah, and I'm out of focus, y'all. I'm sorry, but I had to look, and I was trying my best to make that 5th one get up in there. This ain't gonna work. No ma'ams and sirs. But that 3, that 4, it's looking real good. Look, that's cute. That's cute too. Which one? Decisions. We're gonna go with the 3. And as before, if you choose as a beginner friendly way, actually I encourage it just to get you started, please tape your centerpieces together so you can get a hang of where the center is, how to place them, the whole 9. And then as you get a little bit better with your placement, if you choose to, you can do it like I do. So again, I was looking for the center, and I'm doing it off center just a tag as I place the deals in. And I want them to touch. And the stick goes right down where it touches. I'm not pushing it into another stick's hole. I'm not forcing them in to be pushed together. There you go. So yeah, we crossing our fingers because I have no idea what this is going to look like, how I'm going to place it. I was holding my breath, y'all. I'm like, I am not changing this video. I'm not doing it again. This is what you guys are gonna get. And we all gonna see what it is at the end. So I'll let you watch me place these again. After you place your first row, make sure you're checking your second row. Check and adjust every row, regardless how big you're making your bouquet. Please make sure you're always checking and adjusting. All right, so she's looking good. And so I'm just checking the count, y'all. Like, there's 3 in the middle. And I would have thought of being double, so 6 for the next row, but it took 7. So it's kind of odd numbers. I wonder if it's an odd number thing. So it would have been 3. I don't know. Math ain't mathing for me. Anywho, let's get into this next fold, y'all. This one's one of the most compact folds of the bill folds that you can use besides using or making a origami. This one is called your Lily. So tiny, so cute, real compact. It's good for going into small handles, small projects, small containers. Yeah, it's a good filler in case you need to put another flower somewhere else that just won't fit flowers, but make sure it looks cute when you do it. I don't know, but yeah, this one's real easy. It's basically folded just like the tulip. The lotus. Back over back, and then those 2 pieces right there, we're gonna pull them together to make one little peak. You see that? It's just like the fold we just did, which was, say it again, the lotus. So it's taking the 2 bottom ends, bringing them up to the middle, bringing one behind the other to the middle, and then you got 2 peaks. That's it right there. You're gonna eventually tape right there at some point, but you got your 2 peaks, right? Turn those 2 peaks into 1 peak, just like that. And we're gonna tape on that side. See? So again, you take the 2 bottom ends, your left or right, either way you want to go, which one you want to start, bring it up towards the middle, take the other side and bring it up the back side, and you're left with 2 little peaks. Now you want to take those 2 peaks and pull them together so it'll form just the 1 peak. And it'll give you a nice little lily petal. See how tiny that is? It's the smaller of all of the folds we do. Again, up to the middle, 1 in the back. Just so you can see what the front looks like. And then just push the 2 little points, 2 little peaks together. And then you're going to tape right there. And I'll show you a couple more times. Turn it around so you can see it upside down-ish. So we take the bottom corner, pull it to the middle, take the other bottom corner, put it behind it, take your peaks, pull them together, and then tape off on the side. Last one. Again, bottom right corner, bottom left corner, either one, to the middle, up, bring it up, bring up the other one behind it. You're left with 2 little peaks, and you close those 2 peaks together, and then you tape it off. So again, yeah, this is an easy, beginner-friendly fold as well. And it's good, again, to place in something of your projects that's real small. So, let's get into placement. Again, this is another one I have not done a bouquet on. So, we're all going to find out together what it looks like. We're going to start with our centerpiece. Take 5. Beginner-friendly way. Put all 5 together. Make them nice and even. Ooh, got a star. This is cute. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And again, use your tape to tape just under the base of the bills and just before you reach the bottom. Then you'll find your center and place all the bills or your centerpiece right in the center of your foam. Again, I'm going to go off center just a little bit, but then you know what I thought about this? These are so small and compact. I didn't really have to go off center with this one. I could have stabbed it right smack dab in the middle. So I'm just showing you how I would do most of, if not all, placements of my centerpiece. And I'm touching, again, I'm just touching the petals. And then I'm going to take my skewer and go straight down. I'm not going to put it in a hole. We're not sharing holes. We're not sharing any occupant other space. We're going to take our own spot. Touching. And now I'm going to go straight down. All the way around. This is really cute. I'm going to have to make a whole bouquet of these. Look at that. That little star. She cute, 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 cute. And you see I got a nice space in the middle where I can place, like I said, either another flower, a couple of flowers. So now the placement of this one, I'm going to go in between the two petals of the centerpiece. Now you see how it can go straight up and down, but now at this point I'm going to give it a curve, a slant I should say. I'm not going to occupy another hole, but I am going to slant it a little bit so it can fit snugger up under up under the centerpiece, the first two petals that's going to sit under. There you go. And I'm pushing it down just a little bit like I did the first one, so I can start creating the dome effect. This next row will be 10 petals. And then you're going to make sure you are doing your adjustment after you place all your petals. Don't go any further until you stop and look. So what I do when I'm looking, when you see me leaning back and looking at the bouquet, I'm looking at it in the camera to look what it, how, if there's any gaps or anything, if it's looking good or not. So right here I'm looking, shaking, checking it out. She looks good. So now I'm going to go back and do my adjustments. Make sure everything is in its place. Making sure they're all pushed down. Making sure they're all touching where they're supposed to be touching. And as hard as I try, I still need another bill just because this particular fold is very tiny. What to do, what to do. I know what to do. I had another one that was already folded. Another denomination, but hey, same fold. So put that in there. Do some more adjusting. And boom. Look how pretty that is. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so this right here, the lily. A lily fold. The most compact fold of them all. So let's get into another fold. All right, y'all. We're going to get into this fold. It's a little hard, a little difficult. But it's the bigger, I want to say, of all the folds. Yeah, you can see it's pretty big. Put a lot up in there. This right here, ladies and gents, is your tulip. This one is a little more difficult to do, but it's not impossible. And as you can see how that stick is sitting up in there, it's kind of wonky, huh? Kind of weird looking. All right, so to get started, we're gonna take that bamboo skewer, place it in the corner. We're going to place it in the left-hand corner, upper left-hand corner, and slide it down. got a better view for you. That wasn't gonna work. So let's do that again. So you take your 6-inch skewer, you place it in the left-hand upper corner at an angle and slide it down just that 1 inch right under his neck. I think it's an ascot or scarf or tie, whatever is around his neck. And then you're gonna go ahead and tape right there. Tape in the direction of the stick. There was a little piece hanging out, so I use that as a piece of anchor. Grab your next piece of tape and place it at a diamond angle. I guess that's what I want to say. A pointed angle. You want that little point to be at the bottom of the tape so you can wrap it around and place it on the stick. Very secure. Okay. So here is the tricky part, the fold. I don't know why I made it so tricky, y'all. My explanation is tricky, but the fold is really not that tricky if you just watch what I'm doing. So I'm gonna be quiet for a second, and then I might come back in and holla, because yeah, just go ahead and watch. Yeah, this thing, I don't know about that fold, y'all, but it's done. And if you compare the two, they look exactly alike. That one's bigger. That one on my right is the, what did I say, Lily? And there is the tulip we just made. So yeah. It's difficult to fold it, or explain, I should say. It's not difficult to fold. So I'm gonna let you watch me do it again right here. Not hard, just hard to explain. So this is it, y'all. Those are all the billfolds that I know for right now that I'm going to show. They're all beginner friendly. I hope you were able to learn something. I hope you like the way your bouquets turned out. I can't wait to see some of them. So with that being said, make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. I'll see y'all on my next video. Bye!